Bueno, es momento ya de la clásica entrevista internacional de Rolando Gallego, que esta semana nos acompaña y nos trae la figura de la actriz Bella Thorne. Vamos a escucharlo.
I'd like to know what you attract most about Olivia, the character. Do you prepare physically? How do you put in this body of this strong character?
Well, I love that Olivia has, so much to her that, we don't even get in necessarily in the movie, but in the background work of, the character and whatnot. And I feel for her, I think that every person that is kind of like a mean girl or a mean everyone's dealing with their own shit, and that makes them react to certain situations in the way that they do. I felt Olivia, and her pain. And I think that comes out when she's fighting. That makes her feel, unstoppable. And I think that we all at some point in our life need to feel unstoppable in order to conquer what we want to do in life. And, Olivia does that like every Thursday night.
¿Qué fue lo que más te atrajo de Olivia? ¿Cómo fue ingresar en el cuerpo de esta mujer tan fuerte? Me gustó interpretarla desde el dolor que tiene, no necesariamente por lo que se ve en la película, sino por su background. Lo siento por ella, creo que cualquier persona que sea mala debe tener sus propias mierdas y lidiar con ellas. Sentí a Olivia y sus dolores y cómo ella cuando pelea la hace sentirse imparable. Creo que todos en un momento de nuestras vidas queremos sentirnos así, imparables, para conquistar lo que queremos en la vida, y Olivia lo consigue cada jueves por la noche en el club.
How do you feel to play these particular scenes with the fight and all the emotions in the set?
Yeah, well, we really didn't have, a lot of time or training. Luckily, I like boxing myself, and my brother's a fighter, so I've grown up in the space, you could say. But we only had, 2 days to learn the fights, and then the big fight we learned as we shot it, which was an interesting experience, definitely to say the least. But I was just happy that I was able to do a lot of it, that made me happy because I was interested in the movie because it was fighting, and I wanted to do a fighting movie. And learn fighting and be able to do, stunt choreography. So that is also one of the reasons why I really want to do the movie.
¿Cómo fue interpretar las escenas de lucha? ¿Qué sensaciones había en el set? No tuvimos mucho tiempo para prepararnos o entrenar, entonces hice boxeo por mi cuenta. Mi hermano es luchador, por lo que crecí en un espacio con espíritu. Tuvimos solo 2 días para aprendernos las peleas antes de filmarlas. Fue una experiencia intensa y estoy contenta con lo que hice. Me interesé en la película por las peleas, las coreografías, así que estoy muy feliz con lo que aprendí.
Okay, how do you think the movie dialogues with the current moment in terms of female empowerment and strong female characters? Olivia is a strong character, also the character of Malin. How do you feel with this particular movie?
Well, I think that strong female characters are really making their way more and more on screen these days. Thank goodness. That makes us females very happy. Mm-hmm. And character in the movie, female or male, is such a strong character in their own right. They have a lot of layers, to them that are just like, hidden in the background, and I think that was, a super interesting approach.
Pelea de chicas tiene personajes femeninos fuertes, Olivia lo es. ¿Cómo crees que dialoga con el momento actual de empoderamiento y otras cuestiones de género? Por suerte aparecen cada vez más personajes femeninos fuertes. Eso nos pone muy contentas. Con respecto a la película, creo que son fuertes los personajes femeninos y también los masculinos, y eso es un acercamiento interesante.
Okay. In your career, you play romance, comedy, animation, horror movies. What is the genre that you like most to play in cinema?
It's hard. The movies that I like, that I watch, are thriller, horror, psychological, and those movies, without being following super, tropes and obvious horror movies, I just want to stay away from them as, an actress a little bit and go more into the dramas, because even though those aren't the movies as much that I view, it's more, I think at this point, finding, these drama movies that have something real to say for the characters, have, a real message. And, I feel like that's just where I'm at in my career right now. But I really do love all the other spaces, but I focus probably on, horror and thriller and psychological. Like, those are the most fun, to play with.
¿Has hecho comedia, drama, terror? ¿Cuál es el género que más te gusta interpretar en el cine? Es difícil, porque las películas que me gustan ver son thrillers, terror o psicológicas. Esas películas tienen sus fanáticos. Como actriz, si bien me gustan, trato de acercarme más al drama, porque aún siendo interesantes, y las veo, creo que no tienen algo real para decir. Un mensaje verdadero. Las hice, pero ahora me enfoco en otras cosas. Cuando las hice me divertí mucho.
In the past, you gave the voice a one of character of Underdogs movie, an animation movie of Argentina. Do you remember?
You're saying the movie that I did, that is an animation movie?
No.
Underdogs.
Yes. This was an Argentinian movie, and in US you put the voice to Laura character. How do you what do you remember of this work?
It's just that it was so long ago. I'm like, oh my goodness, like I've just done so many things since then. I don't remember. I feel like it was so long ago. Yeah, it's hard.
Okay. This was an Argentinian movie. So,
yeah.
So for that I asked.
Fuiste una de las voces de la versión doblada al inglés de Metegol, película de Juan José Campanella. ¿Qué recuerdos tenés de la experiencia? Fue hace mucho, por Dios, hice tantas cosas luego que me es difícil recordar algo puntual sobre esa experiencia.
I know it's very difficult in this pandemic situation, planning the future, but how do you still working? In what movies we watch?
Yes, I've been working in the pandemic. Yes, I've been very fortunate enough to work, and I mean, it just, it depends. I'm like, what would be able to stream first in Argentina? I'm trying to think. Hopefully Infamous would be next, that movie. And I have a show coming out on Amazon, but I don't know as far as like viewing. No, I just don't know if, as far as viewing, if if it will be in Argentina like right away. So I just don't know, but that's in March, and that's a very fun show. It's rock and cult vibes, and there's a lot of different things that happen in this show. It's a little sexy, you could say. And I have so much music always coming out. I'm about to put out another song on the 19th of February, and I hope everyone likes that.
Es complicado en pandemia planificar, pero ¿en qué te veremos próximamente? Soy una afortunada porque durante la pandemia continué trabajando en varias cosas. trato de pensar qué se verá en Argentina. Espero que Infamous, que se vea pronto, y además hice Paradise City, un show para Amazon Prime Video que se estrenará en marzo. Es muy divertido, tiene rock, vibraciones, es algo sexy, y también sacaré algunas canciones que espero que les gusten.
Okay, the last question. What would you like the people connect with Chick Fight movie?
Well, I want people to just, view it and have a great time while doing so. It's definitely a popcorn movie. It's very fun to watch with your best friend. It's, a lot of laughs. I just hope people have fun when they watch it.
¿Con qué te gustaría que la gente conecte de Pelea de Chicas? Me gustaría que pasen un gran momento. Es una película pochoclera, divertida, para ver con amigos, genera muchas risas. Solo espero que la pasen bien.
Okay. Thank you so much, Bella, for your time.
Fuiste al cine un sábado con amigos, un jueves de estreno o un miércoles con descuento. Y no vas a dejar de hacerlo. Porque en puentesdecine.com inauguramos la primera sala de cine virtual, creada por directores, para que puedas ver las mejores películas de calidad. En puentesdecine.com vas a encontrar